This committee is called to order. We'd like to acknowledge the presence of several congressmen here. Uh, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of our good senator colleague, Senator De La Rosa. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Congressman Puno, Congressman Barsaga, our colleague from Albay, the the younger brother of our colleague Senator Pacquiao, Congressman Pacquiao, as well as the various representatives of the different agencies. So Congressman Cabredo is here from the 3rd District of Albay. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. May we ask the Secretariat to acknowledge the various representatives of the different agencies present.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Senator Bato. For our guest this morning, we have Representative Roberto Puno, 1st District of Antipolo City. We also have the District Representative of the Lone District of Sarangani, Representative Rogelio Pacquiao. From the 3rd District of Albay, Representative Fernando Cabredo. From the 4th District of Cavite, Representative Elpidio Barzaga Jr. From Taguig, we have Mr. Lyle Pasco, City Administrator. From the Pasig City Legal Office, we have Attorney Marilu Martin and Mr. Tomas Apasible. From the DILG, Mr. Chair, we have Mr. Relly Leisa, Assistant Project Manager, together with Ms. Fe Crisila Banluta. We also have from the Land Management Bureau, Engineer Lency Bunuen. From the Philippine Statistics Authority, Mr. Raulo Davice. From the COMELEC, Attorney Jennifer Felipe. Mr. Chair.
Nine eight, which has been pending in this chamber in the previous Congress for several years, hand in hand with Senate Bill 1170, filed by our colleague Senator Bong Revilla, who is out of the country right now, an act transferring the capital and seat of government of the province of Rizal from the city of Pasig, Metro Manila, to the city of Antipolo. Not Binangonan, no? Antipolo? Province of Rizal. May we seek an opening statement coming from the proponent, Congressman Puno, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator Tolentino, Senator De La Rosa, colleagues of the House, resource persons, guests, good morning. The mere title of House Bill 2998, an act transferring the capital and seat of government of the province of Rizal from the city of Pasig, Metro Manila, to the city of Antipolo, province of Rizal, says it all. The peculiarity, Mr. Chairman, is that the capital of Rizal is not in Rizal. 4 decades have passed since the city of Pasig ceased being part of the province of Rizal and was transferred to the National Capital Region in 1975 by virtue of Presidential Decree 824, and yet it remains to be the capital of Rizal. Allow me to raise before you some brief salient points. First, the transfer of the capital and the seat of government of Rizal, province of Antipolo, was filed during the 16th, 17th, and 18th Congresses and were approved on 3rd and final reading in each of those Congresses. In a 2004 position paper, the city of Pasig stated on the issue of its giving up its status as capital of Rizal in favor of the city of Antipolo, they said, and I quote, "It is but right that the capital of the province must be a city within its jurisdiction and not Pasig City, which is already outside the jurisdiction of the said province." Next point. A resolution was adopted by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Rizal back in 2013, calling on the House to declare the city of Antipolo as capital of Rizal. Next point. The government of Rizal and other provincial government officials have held office in the Inares Center complex in Antipolo City since I first became a congressman in 2007, Mr. Chairman. I call on this august body to heed the appeal of the people of Rizal and declare Antipolo City as the official capital of the province. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Puno, may we ask the opinion of the DILG will there be ERA implications? Will there be additional financial costs on the part of the national government when we transfer a provincial capital to another jurisdiction? And how long will this usually take? Hindi naman to biglaan na overnight, o sige, lipat na. So, because there will be national agencies that would have to adjust accordingly. For instance, if the provincial jail right now is in Antipolo or Pasig, how long will it take to relocate the jail system, et cetera, et cetera? Because I understand the RTCs were already relocated, the LG.
Mr. Chair, I would just like to clarify that yung attendance po namin dito is doon sa provision of potable water.
Okay.
So,
Dapat na kayo. Sa kabilang hearing pa yun mamaya. Iimbitahin ko na rin doon si Congressman Barsaga din sa Manila Water, Maynilad.
okay po.
So, provision of potable water sa Rizal?
Hindi po. Yung attendance po namin dito sa hearing, kasi dito po sa pinadala, is doon sa yung tatlong bills po na final ni Senator Pacquiao, Senator Binay, tsaka Senator Subiri on the
Okay.
provision of potable water in every barangay.
Yeah, we note that. Oo. So, imbitahin na rin namin kayo doon sa hearing mamaya. Siguro, we take note of the presence of Senator Bato, being the former, with due respect, being the former chief of the Philippine National Police. So, ngayon, dahil Pasig ang Kapitolyo, NCRPO. Yung lugar, nakakasakop, di ba? So paglipat natin ngayon, sa ngayon, sino may jurisdiction? NCRPO or Pro 4 pag may nangyari sa area na yon? Is it NCRPO or PNP Region 4? Kasi capital ng Pasig ng Rizal ngayon ay Pasig. So, sino ang may jurisdiction ngayon? Just a hypothetical question. Nandito si Senator Bato kasi in-excuse na natin itong
Territorial jurisdiction, Mr. Chair, belongs to NCRPO because nandun sa AOR nila yung particular territory na yan under the AOR.
Pero sir, under existing law, kahit pag hindi pa natin nababago, Kapitolyo pa rin ito ng Rizal. Ang Rizal is under PNP Region 4A.
Ang gusto ko lang klaruhin, as far as operational concerns, anything that happens within that territory is the jurisdiction of NCRPO. Dahil nga, nasa NCR yan. Pero I don't know administratively, obvious, it's with the PRO 4A. But I think the provincial headquarters of the province of the Rizal PPO is at Taytay, di ba? Hindi naman doon sa provincial capital campo, yung sa ano yung tawag niyan, yung area na yon. Nandoon sa Taytay. So parang as far as law enforcement or police activities are concerned is walang problema doon, Mr. Chair.
Congressman Puno, this bill, the twin bills, will cure several administrative defects. Siguro baka may Bucor issues din. I'm not sure. Baka merong RTC issues. Ito, nabanggit ko yung PNP. So, House Bill 2998 plus the accompanying Senate Bill of Senator Revilla 1170 will cure this. So, talaga maiaayos na pag nalipat sa Antipolo yung Kapitolyo. Am I correct, Congressman Puno?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have an issue here? Wala. So, sa eleksyon, mga gano'n, wala.
No, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but we were given a copy of this only late in the afternoon, late in the evening, actually, last night. But we understand from our Deputy Executive Director that we are going to comment only on the plebiscites to be conducted with regard to the 11 barangays created. So we have no idea, Your Honor, with regard to the first 4 bills actually, Your Honor.
Ito
So
walang plebisito na to, no?
I think so, Your Honor. It's only a relocation, Your Honor. So we don't believe that there's any law that would require plebiscite for
Mr. Chairman,
that.
if I may
Yes,
add.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, with regards COMELEC, I already filed a bill several years ago, and it is a law creating the Antipolo school district. So wala na rin problema sa schools. Sa COMELEC po, meron kaming opisina na which also based in Antipolo, and then the provincial office is already based in Rizal na rin po. So wala na rin pong ano, this is, the bill is really just states the obvious. It's already been functioning as, Antipolo has already been functioning as the capital of Rizal.
Your Honor, as stated by Honorable Congressman, the City of Pasig have already passed the resolution signifying no objection to the transfer of seat, including the capital of Pasig Rizal.
So wala na talagang issue rito, Senator Bato?
I believe, Your Honor, this is just a formality.
Okay. Tayo na sa Antipolo.
Yes, sir.
During our informal discussions that there is a going to be a boundary dispute, pero mamaya na siguro yan with Pasig. Mamaya na siguro yan. So, hearing no adverse comments coming from the resource persons, is there a motion to approve this transfer, this House Bill 2998, transferring the capital and seat of the government of Pasig, province of Rizal, from the city of Pasig to the city of Antipolo?
I so move, Mr. Chair.
Without objection, the said bill is now referred to the plenary for final approval, and it is hereby approved. Thank you. Sir, pwede ka nang umuna. You may go ahead. You may, unless you would want to oppose Dasmariñas. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you. House Bill 4960, declaring November 8 of every year as a special. Ay, sir, salamat. Thank you po. Declaring November 8 of every year as a non-working public holiday. Since the representative of Tacloban is not here, wala pa rin. Yeah, thank you, thank you. No, may we ask the representative of Pasig to stay on for a while because some administrative matters concerning Taguig may be involved later on.
Your Honor, may I speak? It's not with Pasig, Your Honor. It's with Taytay, Rizal.
Taytay.
Yeah.
So wala sa Pasig? No, we're still with the local holidays. Oo. So, considering the absence of Congressman Romualdez and Congressman Palma is willing to proxy in behalf of Congressman Romualdez, we'll tackle first the other bills pending. House Bill number, siguro unahin ko ang, with the permission of Senator Bato, unahin ko ang Dasmariñas. Barangay, saan Dasmariñas? No, we start with Taguig. Kasi we will ask Congressman Barsaga to be a resource person likewise with his permission during the water hearings in the other room, since he was the one who filed the resolution asking for an investigation of Manila Water and Maynilad with the permission of Congressman Barsaga. So we tackle House Bill 4750, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay South Signal in the city of Taguig, filed by Congressman Cayetano. Taguig. Sabay-sabay na natin to. House Bill 4751, Barangay La Medal. No. This we go with Taguig first. LMB, is this part of the dispute between Makati and Taguig? There was a Court of Appeals decision before,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
relative to Comembo, Sembo, Rembo, near the BGC areas. Kasama po ba ito? Kasi walang representative dito ang Makati eh.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir, to our distinct senators. With regards po dun sa tanong po ninyo, sir, that's why we direct the DNR, NCR because they are the within the jurisdiction po yung Taguig na to coordinate with the LGU of Taguig so that may mag-actual survey po yung proposed barangays kasi po hindi po kasama yung hindi po kasi pa na actual survey yung 10 barangays po. So
We are now referring to
all
10 barangays.
tens of
And if this committee is correct, Barangay Central Bikutan, Barangay North Signal Village, Barangay Tanyag, that's contained in House Bill 4754, Barangay Katuparan, contained in House Bill 4774, Barangay Central Signal, contained in House Bill 4775, Barangay South Daang Hari. Ala ko, Daang Hari, sa Cavite lang to. Daang Hari, contained in House Bill 4982, and that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 barangays. Ang tanong ko, kasali ba ito doon sa desisyon ng Court of Appeals na nanalo yung Taguig nun?
parang hindi namin ma-identify po yung sir, yung kasi kailangan is actual survey or identify on ground yung mga 10 barangays po, sir, para at least ma-project dun sa sinasabi
So you have
natin.
not yet done your actual survey, table survey. Totoo ba yan? Wala kayong survey dito?
Actually, sir,
Meron naman NAMRIA maps yan eh.
actually, sir, meron na pong ongoing na, yung buong political boundary survey po ng Taguig is under contract po kay Engineer Vicente. However, hindi pa po approve hanggang ngayon po. So, ang sinasabi, napunta po ako kahapon sa NCR to get their comment on this kasi sila po yung nakipag-contract with and sabi daw po nung contractor na may mga dispute po na hindi nga nila kailangan po na ng mga adjacent municipalities. And then ang issue ko po ay kailangan namin yung technical description ng mga 10 barangays na nakasalang po yung House Bill. Pero ang sabi po kasi nila yung mother barangays lang po yung under contract. So hindi po kasama yung mga barangays na 10 na under ganyong House
Who was that
Bill.
again?
So,
Engineer? Yung sinabi mong engineer?
Vicente, sir.
Bakit hindi siya ang nandito?
Siya po yung contractor po natin pero siya po yung contractor po ng political boundary survey ng Taguig, sir.
Taguig, any response?
To answer your question, whether these barangays are part of the CA decision with our dispute with Makati, with all due respect to the City of Makati, the 2 barangays that are involved in the dispute with Makati are Barangay Fort Bonifacio and Barangay Pinagsama. And these 2 barangays are not included in these 7 barangays that are being heard today, Your Honor.
Saan sir yung barangay Pinagsama?
Barangay Pinagsama,
Sa may heritage? Yung ba
yes,
yun?
yes, Your Honor.
So yun yung disputed.
That one and Barangay Fort Bonifacio, which is the home of BGC.
So yung mga Kumembo, Sembo, the former home of the army officers, hindi kasama yun?
That's part, the dispute there is within Fort Bonifacio, Mr. Chair.
So these barangays, isa-isahin natin, baka magkamali tayo dito,
Yes,
si
Mr.
Nancy,
Chair.
baka biglang pumasok yon. South Signal is located near, C5?
It's near C5, Mr. Chair, across the heritage area and was formerly part of the mother barangay which we called Signal Village.
Signal Village. Barangay Central Bikutan is near,
This one is in front of Camp Bagong Diwa, the home of our NCRPO.
so no dispute with Makati.
No,
And this
no,
is
none,
going
Mr.
to be
Chair.
the home of the 19th Congress Senate Chamber. Tama ba?
No, that one is partly part of Barangay Western Bikutan.
Central Bikutan pala to. Barangay North Signal,
North Signal, Mr. Chair, was part of the former mother barangay, which was Signal Village also, just like South Signal Village.
Barangay Tanyag,
Barangay Tanyag is the mother barangay of Central Bikutan and South Daanghari.
so no dispute with Makati.
No dispute, Mr. Chair.
Engineer Bonwen, alam mo ba to? Hindi. Pwede ka sigurong tumawag doon sa binabanggit mong kontraktor.
Actually, sir, kahapon nga, sir, nandun na po ako sa DNR NCR with Red Kaan to clarify po yung mga issues regarding the House Bill kasi nasa kanila po yung data kasi natin,
Wala ka
sir.
nadala.
Wala po silang maibigay sa atin kasi ongoing pa yung contractor daw po sa field po, sir.
So, Barangay Katuparan, saan po to?
Mr. Chair, of the mother barangay, Barangay Tanyag. Also not part of the disputed area. Mr. Chair, if you, with your indulgence,
No, isa-isahin ko muna. Barangay Central Signal Village.
part also of
This
the
is
mother
ito yung
barangay.
Senate.
Yes.
Barangay South Daanghari.
Not part of the disputed area also, Mr. Chair.
Is this near Parañaque?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ito yung malapit sa SM, yung magkocross
Right
ng
across.
SLEX.
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Chair.
Barangay, wala na. I think we've covered that. So, what are you trying to say? No disputes with Makati.
Yes, Mr. Chair. In fact, the House did not pass the creation of Barangay Fort Bonifacio and Barangay Pinagsama precisely to respect the dispute between the City of Taguig and the City of Makati. And that is why it is only these barangays you've enumerated that are part of our hearing today.
Affirmation with due respect from the members of the House. So, kaya ito nakalusot kasi hindi sinama yung dispute. And I'm sure the representatives coming from Makati will dispute that if that was
Yes, Mr. Chair.
raised as part of this. Can we affirm this from the members of the House contingent? Tama po ba yun? Pag sa House, sa level ng House of Representatives, pag merong problema na, hindi na palulusutin yon. Is that correct from the most senior member of the House?
Well, considering that if there will be a boundary dispute, it involves various local government units, then it is expected that the congressman representing the local government, the districts for which there would be a question would personally appear and contest the boundaries as stated in the bill. And insofar as the records are concerned, we did not see any congressman coming from the adjoining congressional districts and other LGUs questioning these barangays, which would be the subject of approval in the Senate right now.
So it would follow, Congressman Barsaga, since there was no dispute coming from the deliberations, during the House deliberations, we could now assume that what the gentleman from Taguig is saying is that the disputed barangays are not part of this. Even though there is no geodetic affirmation coming from the seemingly unprepared Land Management Bureau. Matagal na itong nakafile, dapat may dalaman lang kayo kahit isang kartolina rito di ba? So, am I correct in assuming that? So, Senator Bato, pwede ba nating ilusot? Wala daw ano?
Well, under oath naman siguro itong administrator ng Taguig City. Hindi pa?
It can be subject to oath, Your Honor.
we rely on him because our resource person from LMP cannot give us the necessary information. So siya lang ang source natin. So we rely on him. Sana walang...
Like that he be placed under oath?
Well, I think so. We have to.
To tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in these proceedings.
Yes, Mr.
So help you God. Thank you. So you affirm that walang dispute dito except the two barangays which we place on record. One, Barangay Fort Bonifacio.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Is Barangay Fort Bonifacio still a single barangay? Di ba nahati-hati na yan?
No, Mr. Chair. It came from Barangay Western Bikutan and then
And the second barangay is?
Barangay Pinagsama.
Barangay Pinagsama. LMB, can you provide us a position paper coming from your contractor, whoever he is, within the week? Kaya yun. Papel na tagal na yan eh. Yung Court
Yes,
of
sir.
Appeals,
Tutuwin natin yung red kasi
yung Court
nakausap
of
po hapon.
Appeals decision, nakalagay doon yung meets and bounds. Yung Court of Appeals decision, nandun yung meets and bounds kung alin yung may dispute. And I think Makati elevated that to the Supreme Court.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
May decision na ba?
Wala pa po, Mr. Chair.
Wala pa. So, since we excluded that and we rely likewise on the words coming from the House contingent, headed by Congressman Barsaga, and you will place under oath, is there any objection if we place this to the plenary? Wala naman siguro maging problema to. Because we already approved the creation of two barangays 2 months ago.
Three, Mr. Chair.
3 barangays. So any motion to approve this?
Yeah, I so move, Mr. Chair.
So House Bill number 4750, creating a barangay to be known as South Signal in the City of Taguig. House Bill 4752, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay Central Bicuta in the City of Taguig. House Bill 4753, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay North Signal in the City of Taguig. House Bill 4754, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay Tanyag in the City of Taguig. House Bill number 4774, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay Katuparan in the City of Taguig. House Bill 4775, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay Central Signal Village in the City of Taguig. House Bill 4982, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay South Daanghari in the City of Taguig, are all approved by this committee to be elevated to the plenary without objection. Congratulations. Padala mo yon, LMB. We now go to the other matters to be tackled by this committee. House Bill 4751, 4571, 4751, creating a barangay to be known as Barangay La Medalla in the municipality of Pio Duran, sponsored by Congressman Fernando Cabredo. Sir, do you have an opening statement?
The Honorable Francis N. Tolentino, Chairman of the Committee on Local Government of the Senate of the Philippines, Senator Bato de la Rosa, distinguished colleagues in the House of Representatives, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, allow me to thank the Honorable Chairman and fellow Bicolano, Senator Francis N. Tolentino, and the members of the Committee on Local Government for including in today's agenda House Bill number 4751, a measure authored by this representation which seeks to create Barangay La Medalla in the province of Albay. Last Congress, the La Medalla Bill was passed by the House of Representatives on third reading. Later at the Senate, it was among those about to be approved on third reading. For lack of material time, however, the Senate was not able to do so. By way of history, Barangay La Medalla was created in 1993 through a Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance of the province of Albay, which was subsequently ratified in a plebiscite. In this Congress, it is hope and pray that of this representation that Barangay La Medalla will finally be created through a law that will accord its residents all the dignity and economic benefits they so rightfully deserve. In this regard, approval of this bill is respectfully sought. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Congressman Cabredo. I never asked a question from COMELEC as to the dates when we will be having a plebiscite for the barangays, newly created barangays in Taguig City. I would like now to pose this question because of a similar incident which transpired in Compostela Valley, which is now known as Davao de Oro. Ang nangyari po doon, ang gumastos lahat doon sa plebisito ay yung LGU. Hindi gumastos ang COMELEC. So dito, siguro, si Taguig City, kung magkakaplebisito, mayaman naman ang Taguig, kayang gastusan. Pero sa Bicol, katatama lang ng bagyo, pag na-approve ito, sinong gagastos sa plebisito? Ang COMELEC ba? Sa lahat na ng ito, sinong gagastos sa plebisito? Kaya ang sabi sa akin ng congresswoman sa Combal, si Maricar, congresswoman Zamora, milyon din daw yung inallocate ng LGU para magka-plebisito. So, bakit ang COMELEC hindi gumagastos sa plebisito? Kayo dapat yon. COMELEC, do you have an answer?
Sir, I believe, sir, that under the under applicable provisions of law, sir, it's the local government unit concerned which should spend or shoulder the expenses for the conduct of plebiscite, sir. It's not the COMELEC, sir. The procedure, as far as I'm concerned, sir, I think the procedure is that the money that will be spent will be given to the COMELEC for to allocate
Money
for-
coming from the LGU?
From the LGU, sir. Yes, sir. The COMELEC doesn't shoulder the expenses for plebiscite, sir. That's the procedure, sir.
Hindi, pero
ever
kayo ang
since.
nagsacertify ng results niyan eh.
Yes, sir.
May we recognize Congressman Barsaga? He's more seasoned concerning these matters.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I will just be stating what I have experienced insofar as plebiscites are concerned regarding the creation of barangays. When the subject barangay, when Barangay H2 was the subject of a plebiscite, the COMELEC informed us that they do not have any appropriation, any amount intended for the plebiscite based on the budget approved by the Congress. And therefore, since the local government unit wants to immediately conduct the plebiscite in order to establish the barangay, it was the local government which made the expenditure for the plebiscite. Of course, the procedure is that we transfer the money to the COMELEC. The COMELEC will be the one making the necessary expenses, and thereafter they would just submit to us a record of how they disperse the money. In our case, I think there was even an excess of around 1 million, and they returned it to the local government when the plebiscite for Barangay H2 was conducted way back in 2003. I was personally aware of this situation because it so happened that I was the mayor at the time.
It is now confirmed that the COMELEC has no funds for this.
That's
So-
correct, sir.
So kayo pa yung susweldohan ng local government unit? The
No,
teachers?
no, sir, not the COMELEC, sir, but those who will serve as the poll workers during the plebiscite.
But you will organize the
Precisely,
plebiscite,
sir.
di ba?
Correct, sir, because we will supervise the conduct of the plebiscites.
So ang nangyayari ngayon sa Compostela Valley, may mga nagsabi sa akin sa Davao de Oro, kaibigan din ni Senator Bato, kahit sila yung gumastos, hanggang sa ngayon hindi pa lumalabas yung certification, yung results.
Sir,
Ganun katagal na yun. Nung isang linggo pa yun na ano.
thank you. Sir, I'm not privy to that, sir,
Sila
because
na
I
yung
think it's the
gumastos.
NBank. The
Hanggang ngayon
NBank.
wala pa.
I don't know, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not authorized to divulge any information about that, sir. I'm
Kasi
sorry.
sinasabi ko yan, baka ganito rin yung mangyari dito.
Sir, with regard, sir, to the 7 barangays, sir, in Taguig, sir, there were provisions in the House bills, the subject House bills, that a plebiscite has already been conducted for the creation. As in fact, sir, all these barangays are already in the project of precincts of the COMELEC. So the position of the COMELEC, sir, is that we agree with the substantial compliance of those plebiscites, and so there's no.
We will be issuing a certification that we have complied with the process to
Yeah.
enable the newly created 7 barangays of Taguig to receive their IRA
Yes,
from
sir.
the DILG,
Okay. Yes,
from
sir.
DBM.
Yes,
Di ba?
sir. Yes, sir.
So yun lang yung proseso noon. So,
Yes, sir.
so you will validate all of this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'd like to acknowledge the arrival of Congressman Sharky Palma, who will be our resource person relative to a barangay in local holidays. Local holidays. So, is there a representative here from Dole? Wala pa? So, isang tanong na lang, sir, sa PSA. Dito sa La Medalla, kompleto na yung certification nyo sa number ng yung population, yung botante, kompleto na yon.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have provided that to the Congressman of Albay?
Actually, I have here a copy of the certification of population count previously issued to the chairman of the House Committee on Local Government, Congressman, Representative Noel Villanueva. So that is what I have right now.
Can you provide this committee a copy of that?
Yes.
As well as the
Yes, Your Honor.
good congressman. So wala tayong problema sa population.
Basta kami po kung ano po yung based on the 2015 Census of Population, this barangay had a population of 1,837 in 2015.
So you affirm that, Kong?
Yes, I agree to that. And that is 2015. But in the May 13, 2019 election, the registered voter is 1,374. So approximately, there is for about 3,000 population.
Yeah, but
So you have to correct your
I would
figures.
like to clarify, sir, that voting population is just part of the total population because voting population consists of persons 18 years old and over. So it's natural for the voting age population to be lesser than the total population. So if that is 1.3 and we have 1.8, then that's probably correct. We don't need to add those two, because it's just a subset of the total population. The voting age population is just a subset of the total population.
200 lang yung non-voting. Parang 200 lang yung mga bata?
No, 500. Below 500 below 18 years old. Below 18 years old.
Pasok naman sa qualifications to eh. So walang problema siguro doon.
Well, we will be having another census next year, so hopefully this would reach the 2,000.
Mabilis dumami mga Oragon. Thank you, Kong.
Sir.
So we have on the floor House Bill 4751, creating Barangay La Medalla, Municipality of Tiodoran, Province of Albay. Senator Bato, is there
Do you like me to move, Mr. Chairman, or not yet?
Hindi ka na mag-oppose dito eh.
Sidekick mo lang ako dito.
Kumpare ko na si Senator Bato. So, without objection, we elevate House Bill 4751 to the plenary and it is hereby deemed approved. Congratulations. Bilisan na natin to. Ha?
Sir, ito na lang po. For the barangay. Barsaga na lang ang pakyat. Tapos
Okay. Ha? Meron ka rin?
Salamat din.
Hindi, magpakita ka rin. Magpakita ka rin dito. Salamat. Ha? Hindi, i-acknowledge kita. Ha? Para ma-ano natin yung dalawa. Ma-synchronize. Ano oras ba kay Grace? 11:30 pa? Yun na nga. So, unahin na kita dito. Sige. We resume consideration of House Bill 4961, an act creating barangay H2 in the city of Dasmariñas, sponsored by the Venerable Elpidio Barsaga Jr., my kababayan in Cavite. Any opening statement, Congressman Barsaga?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and also thank you very much, Senator De La Rosa, to my colleagues and to all our guests. House Bill number 4961 is a bill creating a barangay in the city of Dasmariñas to be known as Barangay H2. Firstly, the city of Dasmariñas happens to be the site of a very big resettlement area. It started way back in 1974 during the time of the Metro Manila Governor Imelda Romualdez Marcos. When the settlers arrived in the city of Dasmariñas, which was a town at the time, the National Housing Authority, for the purpose of identifying the various barangay locations, they specified Area 1, Area 3, Area B, Area C, Area D, Area F, Area H, up to Area E, G, and H. And thereafter, the then Governor Remulla passed a provincial resolution creating various barangays in the resettlement area. And one of the barangays that was created was Area H. It was named as Barangay Datu Ismael. As the name suggests, Barangay Datu Ismael happens to be the relocation for the Muslims coming from Taguig. However, there were also Christians residing in Barangay Datu Ismael. And from the time they were settled there, they were known de facto as Barangay H2. When I was elected as mayor way back in 1998, we want to put a juridical personality into Barangay H2. And therefore, what I did was to request the provincial government to pass a provincial resolution for the creation of Barangay H2. The COMELEC was there. There was a plebiscite. The requirements provided for by the Philippine Statistics Authority was also met, and we have also a technical description regarding the boundaries of Barangay H2 as differentiated from the adjacent barangays. Of course, during the congressional hearing in the House, they asked me, why is it called Barangay H2? Because H2 presupposes that that is house number 2, and that would be the residence of the so-called partners who should be residing in house number 2. And therefore, I explained why it was known as Barangay H2. As a matter of fact, during the time that we were about to conduct the plebiscite, or we were about to request the provincial government for a resolution creating Barangay H2, we even asked the residents of Barangay H2, ano ba, gusto niyo bang palitan natin ang pangalan ng inyong barangay instead na hindi na H2? And all agreed that it should retain the name of H2 sapagkat doon na sila nakilala. And therefore, after the plebiscite, Barangay H2 legally became a barangay. It has been the subject of project of partition. There are electoral precincts from every election, starting in 2004, and from 2004 up to the present. In order that the barangay could function effectively, it is the local government which is providing subsidy for them. I think we are providing right now around 5 million or 7 million every year. And the legal significance is that if Barangay H2 would be created into law, it will be included in the computation of the internal revenue allotment. For the record also, during my third term in Congress, way back in 2016, I was able to pass the bill in Congress. It was also passed in the Senate. Unfortunately, for lack of time, it was not the subject of approval by the then President Aquino. It was the former Senator Bong Marcos who was the chairman of the Committee on Local Government at the time, and it was approved in his committee. Unfortunately, since elections are fast approaching, it was never presented to the Senate for plenary discussion. And that is the status of Barangay H2. And therefore, under these circumstances, we are seeking that a law shall be enacted creating Barangay H2. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you very much, Senator De La Rosa.
Thank you, Congressman Barzaga. We'd like to assure you that this measure which you authored will be passed by this Congress, this chamber, specifically. Ang tanong ko lang po, siguro for plenary discussions, and the same applies to Taguig, nakaalis na si Congressman ng Albay, dapat po ready na tayo doon sa PSA certification ng population. We should have that. Yung COMELEC certification on plebiscite, we should have that. Otherwise, hindi ko maisusulong sa plenary yon. The LMB technical description, sir. Engineer Bunwen. Ikaw na siguro yung ikaw na yung mag-initiate noon sa mga bossing mo na kailangan yon. Kung hindi, ay hahanapin ka ni na Speaker Cayetano sa kung saan ka man nandun. Dahil yun naman kailangan, yung technical description. Whatever reasons you propound that there is still an ongoing contract to have the political boundaries, kayo na siguro yung makaka-resolve noon sa LMB. And the same applies, LMB, the same requirement applies to Dasmariñas and the province of Albay. Isang tanong ko lang, Congressman Barzaga, yung H2 talaga hindi natin papalitan, ano? Dahil gusto ng tao?
Yun ang gusto ng tao. And just for the record also, Mr. Chairman, we have actually submitted the 3 basic documents. The technical description of Barangay H2, the plebiscite conducted by the COMELEC way back in 2003, as well as the number of population stated coming from the Philippine Statistics Authority. They are already included in the records.
Thank you, Congressman. For the record, this chair would like to affirm the statements coming from Congressman Barzaga. I have in my possession the letters coming from the DNR, Region 4A, containing the technical description, a certification from Undersecretary Lisa Grace Bersales, containing the certification as to the population of Barangay H2 and the population count as well as all other relative documents. It appears that all the documents needed for plenary discussions are in order, noted by the chair. Siguro wala na po akong tanong kay Congressman Barzaga. Hindi ko naman sasabihin, mahilig talaga siya sa tubig, for the record. Kasi yung H2O. So kaya siya yung point person ng lower house sa issue ng tubig natin ngayon. So, House Bill number 4961, creating a barangay known as Barangay H2 in the City of Dasmariñas. Senator Bato, is there any motion to have this approved by this committee?
I so move, Mr. Chair.
So without objection, we approve the creation of a new barangay, H2 in the City of Dasmariñas, and we submit this to the plenary, and the same is deemed approved. Congratulations, Congressman Barzaga.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I also assured the officials of Barangay H2 that considering that the chairman of the local government in the Senate happens to be our province mate, Senator Tolentino, I assured them that definitely this would become a law in this Senate. And also, I would like to state for the record that insofar as H2 is concerned, the results of election would confirm that our 2 senators won in this barangay.
Salamat, Congressman Barzaga. And you will now be excused. We now resume consideration of House Bill House Bill 5306, authored by Congressman Pacquiao.
The better looking daw, boss eh.
The better looking, according to Congressman Palma, create an act separating the Sitio of Ladol from Barangay Poblacion in the municipality of Alabel. Nakapunta na ako rito. Province of Sarangani, and constituting it into a distinct and independent barangay to be known as Barangay Ladol. Congressman Pacquiao, you have the floor.
Honorable Senator Francis Tolentino, Chair of the Committee on Local Government, Senator Ronald De La Rosa, my fellow congressmen, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po sa atin lahat. I would like to thank our senators, my fellow legislators, for inviting this representation to advocate House Bill number 5306, an act constituting Sitio Ladol as distinct independent barangay in the municipality of Alabel, province of Sarangani. Mr. Chair, I was formerly a barangay captain myself, and I have experienced firsthand how vital barangays are in our democratic system. It is therefore unfortunate that many barangays, especially in the countryside like our province, have very limited resources to contend with. And barangays which were originally created by their sangguniang panlalawigan, like Barangay Ladol, are at an even greater disadvantage. For a while, the local government code empowers provincial boards to carve out barangays in their jurisdiction. Such province is forced to shoulder the expenses of such barangays. Through this proposed measure, Barangay Ladol will become truly functional, as it would finally be given access to the Internal Revenue allotment provided for in yearly General Appropriations Act. This will help Barangay Ladol provide adequate social services to its constituents. Finally, I would like to stress that this bill has met all the requirements under the local government code and has in fact passed the House of Representatives during the 17th Congress on the third and final reading. Unfortunately, due to time constraint, then the Senate was unable to pass the same. I therefore respectfully urge the Senate to approve this bill with dispatch, along with all other proposals from the House of Representatives under consideration today. By working hand in hand, we can ensure that our local communities will become genuine partners in attaining national goals. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Pacquiao, I suppose that Philippine Statistics Office, you have the certification as to the population. Is that certification now in order?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, the invitation from the Senate did not state that we need to provide a new certification. That's why we just brought with me the certification issued.
Dated?
This was dated September 17, 2019.
19. Bago
Yeah.
lang yan. Bago
Yeah,
lang yan.
bago lang po. Inisyu po ito kay Representative Villanueva. And it's
So, can you furnish the committee a copy of that?
yes,
So,
Your Honor.
requirement yan eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Siguro meron din naman si Congressman Pacquiao niyan, di ba? So,
Ah,
what was the population count of
It
Ladol?
was based on that on August 1, 2015.
At 2015, nadagdagan pa
Yeah,
yan.
because this was the last census that we had. The population of Barangay Lower Dado is
Teka, pakiulit. Lower Ladol, is that different
Ay,
from
sorry,
Ladol? Baka iba yan.
sorry. I'm looking at a different certification. As Barangay Ladol in Alabel, Sarangani was 4,099. It's way above the
Yes.
minimum.
So, the entire 4,000 will be part of the new barangay.
Yes.
Comelec, plebiscite, tapos na. The certification.
I'm not sure with the certification, sir. I'm sorry. I'm not sure with the certification if it has been issued already. But again, we agreed that the plebiscite conducted before for the creation of the barangay is already substantial compliance with the local government
But you should
code.
issue a certification.
We will, sir. We will, sir.
That
We
will
will
be needed
verify.
during the plenary.
Yes, sir. We understand that, sir.
When will you
Yeah.
provide this committee a copy of that
I will coordinate, sir, with the office of the COMELEC, which is in charge of the plebiscite. Then I will ask if when they can issue the certification if the certifications has not yet been issued.
Ay, matagal talaga mag-issue ng certification ng COMELEC.
I'm
Yung sa
sorry,
Combal,
sir.
tapos na yung plebisito, wala pa yung...
Sir, the plebiscite was only conducted last Saturday.
Yes.
I think so. So
Hindi, ang sinasabi ko, wala pa resulta.
I'm not
Kung ilan
sure,
ang
sir.
boto
That's-
ng yes at saka no. Wala.
I don't know, sir. I'm not in the field, sir.
Oo.
I'm gonna ask for that, sir.
So can
when
you
I
help
return
this
to
committee
office.
by providing us that certification?
Yes, sir.
When will you provide us?
As I said, sir, I'm gonna verify, sir, if
And also provide at the same time a copy to Congressman Pacquiao and Senator Bato?
yeah, we will provide the certification, sir, to all the concerned representatives, sir.
LMB,
We already provided, sir, the
you have already provided.
technical description.
Bakit dito
June.
mabilis? Kay Senator Pacquiao mabilis?
With La Madelia, sir, we already provided.
No, this one is Alabel.
The Ladol
Yeah.
also provided on June 4, 2019, sir.
So is that correct, Congressman Pacquiao? So ang wala na lang, sir, si Comelec? So can you help us? Help this committee, help Congressman Pacquiao as well. Kasi pag wala, yun ang kailangan yun eh.
Yes, sir. We will coordinate with your office, sir, regarding the certifications.
Thank you. I think there is no objection, Senator Bato, relative to House Bill 5306, creating Barangay Ladol in Alabel, Sarangani. Is there any motion to that effect?
I so move, Mr. Chair.
So without objection, House Bill 5306, creating Barangay Ladol in the municipality of Alabel, province of Sarangani, and constituting it a distinct and independent barangay to be known as Barangay Ladol, is hereby elevated to the plenary, and this committee hereby approves the same. Congratulations. This committee is deferring consideration of House Bill 4983, creating a barangay in Bulacan due to the absence of the sponsor. So we now proceed to consider no, House Bill 4983, the chair stands corrected, is in the municipality of Alamada, province of North Cotabato. Province of North Cotabato, sponsored by Congressman Alvarado C. Jonathan Alvarado C. Opo. Bakit siya nag-sponsor sa North Cotabato ito? Sa Bulacan si Congressman Alvarado, so probably we'll have to ask this. Kaya nasabi ko kanina Bulacan, so the chair stands corrected. So we now proceed consideration of House Bill 4960 and House Bill 5028, an act declaring every February 24 of every year as a special non-working public holiday in the province of Zamboanga, Sibugay, in commemoration of its founding anniversary known as Araw ng Sibugay, sponsored by Congressman Palma, who is here. And perhaps we can ask a statement coming from the sponsor himself. Congressman Palma, you have the floor.
Mr. Chair, thank you so much. And I would like to apologize for my late coming because of the heavy traffic. Again, I would like to thank the committee for considering House Bill number 5028. And I would like to also thank the presence of the Honorable Ronald Bato de la Rosa, sir. And also to my colleagues here and fellow workers in the government, I would like to greet you. Good morning. Mr. Chair, this House Bill number 5028 is actually a refile bill. It was approved already on Senate last Congress. However, due to nagkaroon kasi ng medyo problema lang dahil ang gusto ata ng Senate back then is to have a special working holiday. Parang yun ang tema nila dati, which is quite contrary because of the one title, one subject rule na maging violative siya. Kasi ang gusto mangyari ng Senate back then is that ang title is special working holiday, and yet in the first provision of the first section, ilalagay lang doon na upon the sign of the President, magiging non-working holiday siya. So it's kind of violative of the Constitution. And then, ang naging problema lang, pinasa ito, but because of lack of material time, the lower house was not able also to adapt the changes introduced by the Senate. So right now, Mr. Chair, we are filing this one, and I'm also sponsoring in behalf of the Majority Leader, Mr. Chair, if you will allow me, on House Bill number 4960 because he's in the BICAM.
Before we proceed with
Yes, po.
Yolanda,
Yes, po.
have we adopted now the recommendations coming from the Senate
Yes, po.
to change the title
Yes, po.
to comply with the one title,
One subject rule.
one subject rule?
Yes po.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Yes po. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, yun lang po, Mr. Chair. That's why it was not approved last Congress because of this dilemma that we had. And right now, we are seeking your help so that it will become a law. And hopefully that it will be passed into law.
So it will be a provincial non-working holiday.
Yes po. Special non-working holiday.
Non-working holiday. Thank you, Congressman. Since we have the presence here of the Assistant Secretary of the Department of Labor, may we get your reaction, especially to the consequences as to the holiday pay, the private sector employees, among others. ASEC Aragon, you have the floor.
Marami pong salamat, Honorable Chairperson, Senator Tolentino, Senator Ronald de la Rosa, Honorable Congress representatives. Sir, our deepest apologies as well for being late. Allow us to present to you or submit to you our comments, not necessarily our position right now, and not necessarily directed at specific localities like Sibugay and the Yolanda area. I articulated these comments yesterday in your counterpart committee in the lower house, and I think we will be doing a disservice if we do not articulate it this morning as well. With
ASEC,
respect
what
to
are you saying?
balancing,
You're against?
it's really, sir, a balancing act between commemoration and celebration and the impact on productivity, competitiveness.
Still tackling the Senate bill concerning Zamboanga Sibugay, not
Yes.
yet Yolanda.
Yes, sir. On the Sibugay, the fundamental precept, sir, is on the non-working holiday and its impact or implications on productivity, labor cost, as any celebration that falls on a non-working would jack up labor cost by additional 30% of the regular pay. So 100% plus 30%. It would also impact on the daily wage earners because no work, no pay, the principle of no work, no pay. These are issues I think that we consistently convey every time there are proposals like this. However, sir, we do realize, of course, the value of this commemoration, particularly for the community and for the people who are directly involved in the commemoration, whether this is for heritage or religious activities, etc. So these things, so we respectfully again reconvey this sentiment coming from the Department of Labor and Employment, and we do hope for your consideration.
So, ASEC Aragon, what you're saying is that the position of the Department of Labor would be to lessen non-working holidays?
The status quo, Honorable Chair, is that we have 12 regular national holidays plus 4 special non-working holidays. So that would constitute 16 non-working holidays in a year. Give and take, we also have weather aberrations that would be averaging 3 to 4 days in a year. So, sir, if you take stock of these non-working holidays in the context of productivity and competitiveness as a whole of government objective insofar as investments and economic developments objectives are concerned, then yes, that would be the perspective of the DOLE at this point in time, sir. Again, on a balancing,
ASEC Aragon, this is not a national holiday, this is a local holiday.
Yes, sir.
Applicable just for Zamboanga Sibugay.
opo, but you know, regular holidays, national holidays are indeed equally observed at the local levels. So on top of these 12 plus 4, so that would be 16, plus we add up local holidays in very specific localities, whether these are provincial or regional. So indeed,
ASEC Aragon, in terms of productivity, those who will be affected would be coming from the management side because they will have to spend more if the worker would work on said holiday because they will have double pay, they will have additional compensation, etc., etc. But in terms of productivity, with due respect, isn't it correct to say that when an employee goes on a holiday, more time will be spent with bonding for family, for health, wellness time, and the objective here, if I'm not mistaken, is to really unite the people of Zamboanga Sibugay to commemorate, celebrate the founding day of their province. Because Zamboanga Sibugay used to be part of Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur. So it's a newly created province. So I think we'll have to ask the congressman kung ano talaga yung purpose. But you are also correct in terms that it will jack up the cost. Coming from the management side, gagastos na naman sila. So any other additional input?
Chairperson, sir, yung maliliit po mga establishmento, yung mga enterprises, micro, small, and medium, they actually compose 85 to 90% of our would be daily
Government
wage
po,
earners.
Yung government, yung empleyado ng gobyerno.
These are iba naman pong usapan din, sir, to around 2 million. But insofar as the private sector is concerned, which is the coverage of the DOLE, the labor code po, ang pinakamaliliit na establishmento are those daily wage earners. So sila po, sir, we operate on the principle of no work, no pay. Pag wala pong ay trabaho, chairperson, wala din po sila mga sweldo.
Yung po, ma'am, with the permission of Senator Bato and the sponsor, yung pong pag nagkaroon ng isang halimbawang anniversary commemoration, halimbawa po, kung holiday yung Mascara Festival sa Bacolod, ang dami pong taong pumupunta, ang lakas po ng tourism, ang daming kumakain sa restaurant, ang daming laman ng hotel, ang dami hong kumikita, gumagawa po ng piyaya kung anong mga produkto nila. So nakakatulong din po sa local economy. So kahit po yung mga maliliit nating kababayan, kumikita sila kasi ang dami hong bisita. Merong Foundation Day, anniversary, masaya, nagkakaisa, tapos maraming produktong nabibili. Hindi ba ho yun na-offset nung sinasabi nyo na mas magastos sa ekonomiya?
Tama rin po kayo, Chairperson. The business around the area becomes more vibrant, during the celebration. Nakikita rin naman po namin na merong ganong robust during the day or so of celebration. Kaya we are just merely presenting to you, Chairperson, and the rest of the honorable legislators here, the pros and cons, sir, just for your consideration po. And we defer to the wisdom of the Senate and of course the House. Marami
Mr.
pong
Chair.
salamat.
Mr. Chair, may I
Congressman
add?
Palma.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I would just like to add, actually, even if without this bill, or even if without the law granting us any special non-working holidays, kumukuha po kami ng authority from the President din eh. So, ganon din. What we are trying to do here is just to lessen the workload of the President by these minor details na dumadaan pa sa legal ng OP, tapos pipirmahan pa ng Presidente or ni ES. So we're just trying to, imagine mo every year kumukuha kami ng authority from them. So ganon din eh. So we just might as well just make this into a law so that we no longer need to write the President, inform him about our request. Kasi all the presidents have already granted the yearly granted the special non-working holidays. And tama po si Mr. Chair na regarding dun sa robust economy dahil nandun nga yung turismo namin. So even the smallest vendors, and besides, I don't think it's a problem with the labor code because even if you say that no work, no pay, but you also said a while ago, Asek, na yung micro and the small enterprises ang tinatamaan. Quite contrary, if you go down to the micro and small enterprises there, yun ang kumikita lalo eh. Kasi nandun ang turismo, we were celebrating it for like a week, so a week sila na nandyan, kumikita sila lalo. So I don't think na naapektuhan yung natin, yung sinasabi mo kaninang economy, the balancing of the scales, and etc. So I would just like to add that, Mr. Chair, na ito kasi yearly ginagawa natin to. Yourself siguro dati ginagawa rin ninyo na nagfa-file tayo sa sa presidente before the office of the president asking for a special non-working holiday, promulgations, etc. So basically, we just wanted to lighten up the load of the president. Bakit pa namin abalahin ng presidente just for just simple di ba? Simple minor details lang naman 'yon. So probably yun lang, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
But just the same, you have a good point, Asek Aragon, kasi sa nabanggit ni Congressman, 1 week yung celebration nila, ang hinihiling lang nila isang araw. 10 days yung celebration nila, isang araw yung hinihiling. Pero sobra na yun kung 10 days yung holiday. So isang araw lang. But your point is well taken na siguro we lessen the burden of the management. It is a balancing act. Lalong-lalo na yung mga religious festivities. So magandang point. Senator Bato, okay ba yung kay Asek? Kasi yung kanya, pag marami daw holiday, si Congressman naman, narinig natin, minsan-minsan lang naman niya, taon-taon naman ginagawa, humihingi pa ng permiso sa presidente. So, it's really a balancing act. Lalong-lalo na itong Sambuanga Sibugay, bata pa ito eh. Ilang taon na ho kayo? 18 po. 18 years old pa lang itong nagdibo pa lang ngayon.
I think tama nga yung balancing act na sinasabi ni Asik, but for me, I fully support our good author for this bill to be made into law. Dahil tayo dito sa Metro Manila, hindi natin gaano na-appreciate yung significance nitong araw na ito dahil malayo tayo sa kanila. Pero sila mismo na mga taga doon, talaga they're looking forward for this day. At malaking bagay ito sa taga Sambuanga Sibugay mismo. So, kung yung kaligayahan na yan ibigay natin sa kanila, I think economically speaking, maganda yung point of view ni Ma'am na talagang something has to be sacrificed productivity-wise or economic-wise, but no amount of money can measure the happiness of the people in Zamboanga, Sibugay if this bill is made into law. Quantity versus quality. So, mahirap. There's no point of comparison, di ba? Immeasurable yung quality pagdating sa happiness ng tao sa barangay, sa Buanga Sibugay. I hope you get my point, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bato, dapat pala, Senator Bato na nag-preside eh. ako na lang ang mo. So, Having heard the statements coming from the Department of Labor, the proponent, and the various conversations, may we know if the good senator is ready to move for the approval of House Bill 5028, araw ng Sibugay ba ho? What's this? Araw ng Sibugay or araw ng Zamboanga Sibugay?
Basta sa buong province yan, Kong, di ba? Buong province yan. Buong province. Oh.
Kasi mas known po yung Zamboanga Sibugay sa Sibugay lang. Ano yung ba gusto makilala kayo? Sibugay? Province of Sibugay o Province of Zamboanga Sibugay? Zamboanga Sibugay. So babaguhin natin ito, araw ng Zamboanga Sibugay. Yes. We will amend this. The committee will amend that. So is there a motion coming from Senator De La Rosa?
By all means, Mr. Chair, I so move.
So without objection, this committee approves House Bill 5028, commemorating every February 24 as the Araw ng Zamboanga Sibugay as a non-working special non-working public holiday, and we submit this to the plenary. So approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So for the final bill, I understand Congressman Palma will be the representative of the House Majority Floor Leader. This has something to do with House Bill 4960, commemorating every November 8 as the araw ng... What's the exact title? Yolanda Commemoration Day. I think this is self-explanatory, but we'd like to hear an opening statement from Congressman Palma.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. Thank you again. The majority leader has requested this representation to represent both the majority leader and the Honorable Congresswoman Yada Marie Romualdez. The majority leader is right now currently in the BICAM for the budget, and would like to move, Mr. Chair, that the explanatory note of the bill be made as the sponsorship speech of this in the Senate. And again, Mr. Chair, I would like to inform the body that we encountered the same problem as last year. It was already approved last year in the Senate, but with again with the amendments, but unfortunately due to the lack of material time, the House was not able to make some corrections on the measure. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Congressman, so the same rationale to commemorate that date. For the record, this happened November 8. I was there November 10. 48 hours after Typhoon Haiyan in Tacloban and the other adjoining areas of Palo, Tolosa, Giwan, Sulat, Javier, General MacArthur, among others. So I fully support this. There are precedents in other countries, Holocaust Day in Germany, and other days commemorating trials and sufferings of the people. But we'd like to hear again, ASEC Joji Aragon, because this commemoration, if I may ask Congressman Palma, ito po ba ay para sa Tacloban lang o para sa...
Buo po, sa buong ano po siya. But this particular bill is...
If I may butt in, Congressman, because Section 1 provides that the holiday will be in Tacloban
Apo.
and the provinces of Leyte, Biliran, Southern Leyte, Northern Samar, and Eastern Samar.
Opo. Mr. Chair, let me clarify lang that this bill is actually aiming for the Eastern Visayas region.
Okay.
So it's a regional holiday.
Public. So this is no longer confined to a single province.
Opo.
So,
it's in the entire region po.
Ay, baka marami
Eastern
ng
Visayas.
objection dito si Ase Caragon.
Kasi po sila po lahat na tinamaan doon ng Yolanda
ng bagyo.
po.
So, the entire region, 8 Eastern Visayas will be covered by House Bill 4960. Any violent reaction, Asek Aragon?
Honorable Chair, Senator De La Rosa, sir, the sheer import and significance of the commemoration is really so far-reaching, not only in the area that has been affected, but I think also in the context of rising, healing, and recovering, sir. We will keep our reservation at this point in time. Thank you.
This is not a day of celebration. This is a day of mourning. So yung magdadasal, siguro yung pupunta sa mga sementeryo, sa Basay, marami rin. Ito yung pagdadasal yung kanilang mga namatay, nakamag-anak. So this is the day.
Yes,
Hindi
and Mr.
ito-
Chair, for the
Oo.
record also, there are still several victims na until now hindi pa nakikita. So that's the purpose of this commemoration. Not to celebrate, but rather to mourn, because up to now, there's still thousands who lost their lives na until now hindi pa rin nakikita. So parang binaon na lang sila dun sa ano.
Mr. Chair, yung the significance of this that commemoration is not only for yung mourning, but on the part of the living ones, it's a day for survival. Diba? Survival. Until now, they continue to face daily struggles for daily survival because of the magnanimity of the effect of that typhoon. So maganda pa rin to, maganda. I support this bill. Thank you.
Next time, si Senator De La Rosa na mag-preside dito. Mas gamay ba niya? Gamay. Kasi mas ano yung touch niya sa mga nangyari. So, is there any motion to approve House Bill 4960, declaring every November 8 of every year as a special non-working public holiday in the Eastern Visayas region to be known as the Yolanda Commemoration Day.
I so move, Mr. Chair.
Hearing no objection, the same is hereby approved, and we elevate that to the committee. Are there other matters to be discussed? I think we have covered the entire spectrum of the agenda for today, and would like to thank all the resource persons present here, Senator De La Rosa, most importantly, and all the members of Congress who attended this committee hearing. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. This committee hearing is hereby adjourned.